Hello everyone, welcome to my first YouTube video. I'm going to show you how to do something today that every girl needs to know how to do, and that is how to repair and fix a broken nail. As you can see here, I've actually broke this one about 3 times now and repaired it. I'm still recovering from acrylics and just trying to grow out my natural nail. So I'm going to show you how to repair this today using what you might have seen on Pinterest, just a tea bag. So I'll get my supplies and show you all how to do this. Okay, so I've got my tea bag here, and what you want to do is just, of course, just cut your top off and go ahead and dump all the tea out. Once you've done that, just cut a small enough square to fit across the cut, not enough to overlap. You don't want anything hanging off the edges. So just go ahead and pre-measure your strip, and I've got one here. This will fit right over my nail, like so. So I'll show you what we do first. The first thing you're going to need is some just nail glue. And what you're going to do is go ahead and apply some nail glue to that area. Oop, I think mine is dried out. Apply that here. Once you get a copious amount, you'll wait just a few minutes and let it dry. Okay, once you've allowed the glue to dry for just a few seconds, you're going to take your pre-made strip and just place it right. Hold your finger back like so, and just gently place it right along the edge. And you can smooth this down with your fingers, and if you don't want to get your fingers dirty, you can just get anything. I have just some scissors here, tweezers, anything like that will help. And just sort of flatten it down. And then, once you got it where you want it, you don't want too much glue to start with, because you won't be able to, it'll be sliding all over your nail and you won't have control of it. This way it gives you more control. You want to get your glue and just go right along over top of your strip here with the glue, and just glue that down. You can go all the way across your nail if you like. I typically don't go all the way to the very end of my nail. I'll just go ahead and cut that extra piece off like so. Flatten that down. And now you'll let this dry, and you want this to be completely dry, and then we're going to start sanding. It's the dry particles when you sand that get down into that crack of your nail, and when you put another layer of glue on it, that's what binds the nail together, and we just keep doing this process until you have a hard nail. Almost like an at-home acrylic, but it's a whole lot safer for your whole nail, and once you sand it all down, you won't be able to see it under your nail polish. So allow this to dry, and once it's dry, we'll go ahead and do our second layer. Okay. Now that our glue is completely dry, we're going to take a nail file, just a regular nail file, and file down that piece of tea bag so that the shavings will get down actually into that crack, and we'll put another layer of glue on top of that, so that way it glues it and binds it all together, and let that dry and do it, and sand it down one more time. And then that's all you really have to do, and once you get it all filed down, I'll show you how to do that. You should be ready for nail polish. So let's start filing it down. I'm just going to take the back side of this and just start at the edge and just start filing it down. Especially the rough edges on the side here. You want to get those really good and flat. And it's okay if you sand quite a lot of it off. That's what you're going for. You're wanting this powdery shaving to get down into that crack is what you're actually going for. And this will make it very, almost acrylic strong without actually having to do an acrylic. I've actually done it to this nail. This nail is broke all the way down to here, which you can't even tell. It's hard as a rock. So once you file this all down, then we'll do another layer of glue and repeat the process. And then you're going to take your glue once more and just go over your entire nail and let it dry, and then you'll be ready to actually start filing it down again with my smoothing nail file that I got at Sally's. So I've already got glue all over your nail. Just let that dry. We'll come back and start sanding again for one final time. Okay, now that the second layer of glue has dried, we're going to go ahead and file it down again. And this is the last time. And then once we do this, we'll be ready for our base coat and then our nail polish. So go ahead and start sanding down. And it's okay if it's still a little bit wet. Mine is, and it's okay. Just go ahead and file all that down and really work on your edges and make sure those are really smooth. And it will kind of look gunked up like this because, again, this has glue on it and this is just your nail. So it's okay to go ahead and smooth all that down. And once you do that, you can get the nail file from Sally's. And it just comes in these blocks like these. If anybody's ever had acrylics, I know you know what these are. And that just really just smooths down the nail completely, and we'll be ready for our base coat. Once you're done filing, it should look somewhat like this. And it looks terrible, I know. So this is the last step. We'll get this orange block here. I'm just going to smooth over our entire nail. I definitely need to get a new one of these. And these are only like $1.79 at Sally's. Any kind of beauty store will have any of these smoothing blocks. So you can already see right here where I've smoothed down. You really can't even see that piece of tea bag. So once you get your nail smoothed down, you'll be ready for your base coat. So I'm going to finish smoothing these down, and we'll start on our base coat. Completely finished smoothing it down with our nail file. And as you can see, you can't even see that crack anymore. You can see somewhat of the glue, but now if you're using a solid color nail polish, you're not even going to be able to tell underneath that. So what I'm going to use for my base coat is what I always use, is the Nail Tech, and I got this again at Sally's. This is really amazing stuff, especially if you've just taken off your acrylics. This really made my nails a whole lot stronger. I just took off my acrylics just a week ago, so I really only use this a few times, but it will make them stronger. Now that our base coat is dry, we're going to go ahead and do a layer of color. And as you can see, this nail is completely healed itself. And it's really kind of strong. You got 2 layers of glue, so it's really very strong. We'll just go ahead and do a quick coat of color and then add a fast drying top coat, and we will be done. Okay, so here's our final results. I went ahead and put a layer of color and a fast drying top coat on, and as you can see, you can't even tell where the nail was broken. I hope you all like this video. I know it's poor quality. I am using my iPhone, but again, I thought this is something that every girl should know how to do. It's something that I learned how to do on Pinterest, and I was really glad for. So I hope y'all enjoy it, and just let me know what you think.